In India, the cost of complying with the law is high and the benefits are low, and the cost of breaking the law is low and the benefits are high. Hello everyone, welcome to RightViews. Today we are starting a new series called Law and Order Reform. It is one of the most fundamental of all reforms, and it is very critical to pay attention to it. And this principle, the principle of incentives, is the most fundamental principle of law and order reform. The cost of compliance with the law is very high in India, and not just India, in many countries. Now, I don't mean cost as in terms of fees and charges. What I mean is that the process of compliance is tedious, it's long drawn, there are many steps, you don't even know what is required. A citizen, by his own assertion, cannot say that I have completed my compliance. There is no checklist that you can tick and say, yes, I have given all the documents, I should confidently receive approval, a permission. You cannot say that. The officer who is granting you permission may suddenly spring a surprise. He may say, you don't have these documents, and you will find that nowhere in the process is there any mention of such a document. They will quickly change the rules of the game, and you will not even be aware. But then, do you have benefits from complying with the law? Actually, the benefits are not as much. In fact, the benefits are fleeting. Yes, you have complied with the law, so what? That's the least you should do. You are in no way at any advantage from a person who has not complied with the law. Now that is a substantial advantage. A person who has registered will is not any better than a person who does not have a registered will. A person who has a registered sale deed is no different from a person who doesn't have a sale deed. He in fact has only agreement to sale. There is no differentiation on an advantage given to a person who complies with the law. On the other hand, any person who by breaking the law can take away some of these benefits by keeping you entangled in the court process, and the court process takes a long time. This is not a good system if you want more compliance. Now what if you want to break the law? Oh, if you want to break the law, it's quite easy. In fact, there is a whole ecosystem of touts and agents, and everyone is ready to serve you. It takes money, but it's like a one-stop shop. You get all the permissions delivered to your doorstep. If a new officer comes in and demands enhanced compliance, you can just call your agent and he will take care of it. But what if you get caught? That's not a worry. The judicial system takes so long that you can still enjoy all the benefits of this activity and still have a good life by the time the courts decide your case. And in India, we don't have exemplary damages. What we have is token damages, at the most restitution, that is compensatory damages. So hopefully they will say you must have lost something like 10,000 a month for like 50 months, multiply some interest, that's it. The cost of breaking the law is so less. Naturally, this balance of incentives creates a lawless state, a lawless society, where there is corruption. Society is a game of incentives. The way you structure these incentives matter. A lot of people say that India is a corrupt country. There are many agents and touts in India. You cannot get any job done without a bribe. All this is true because these incentives are aligned like this. If you change the incentives, you will find that India is as law-abiding as any country in the whole world. This is the reason we have started this series as a separate section from all our reform series, which you will soon hear about. But law and order is a special reform. It is not the most impactful reform, but it is the first reform. At RightViews, we meet people who have innovative ideas. They have aspirations, they have dreams of better business, better life. Those dreams cannot be realized unless you have a law-abiding society, and then their dreams and aspirations can take off. That is the goal of this law and order reform, and it is the most urgent reform that is required, and it is also the most neglected reform that you can see. If you have suggestions, ideas, some recommendations, do leave them in the comments. We'll be reading them in detail. Like and share this video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and do listen to our weekly podcast where we have an extended discussion on various topics. Thank you for watching.